Hi everybody, welcome back to Pink K-Pop Academy. Today we are learning Dr. Bebe by Pentagon, so let's go take a look at the choreography.
Hey, Dr. Bebe, 좋아. 너만이 꺼면 Bebe, 좋아. 너랑 피카츄, 몸부림쳐, 상처나도 삶을 수 없는 우리. Left for hearts and crazy, 다시 또 left for hearts and crazy. Left for hearts and crazy. Hey, Dr. Bebe, 해줘 Bebe.
Alright guys, so now before we get started, as always, have you done your stretching and your basics warm-ups? They are so important to prepare the body, not just to prevent injury, but it actually helps you dance better if the muscles are all loose and prepared. And like in the basics, you're making those shapes that we're going to be making in the dance, so your body's ready, it knows what it has to do, okay? So do those before we get started. There are links in the description box if you are new or if you still need a bit of help with those. It's going to take you like 10 minutes max, and then you can come back and learn the choreography, okay? So if you haven't done those already, go take a look at that. If you have and you are ready to dance, let's go, okay? So the style of this dance is it's crazy. It's like proper crazy. It's not like the normal K-pop crazy, which is kind of like, yeah, we're crazy, yeah, we're angry, but we're also like really sexy and cool. They totally throw the sexy cool out the window for this. They go for straight scary, and I love it. If you haven't watched the music video, please do, because it just portrays that anger and pain so well. We don't normally see that in K-pop because people are trying to keep the pretty look. But this throws that book out a window, okay? So as you're doing this dance, there are parts where you're going to feel awkward and weird and uncomfortable, and that is exactly what you should be feeling, okay? We're not going for awesome, we're not going for cool, we are going for creepy, uncomfortable, painful, scary, all of that, okay? So even as we start, even these first few moves reflect that feeling, okay? So we're starting with the legs. So you're going to go right, left, right, and we're stamping because, okay, angry. So we're lift up with the knee and down and down and down. And normally when we stamp, the kind of the prettier way to do it is to bring the leg kind of behind and down, but we're going forward. So as you're lifting the foot, like the foot is flexed rather than pointed. So it's proper like angry toddler stamping is happening here, right? And along with the stamps, your hands come up here. So as your knee is up, your hands are also up and down to your hip and up and down to your hips again, okay? And the feeling here is almost puppet-like. You know, there's just this, when you do this quickly, there's just no other way to get that feeling in there. It's like they're not even screaming out of their own pain, they're being controlled into screaming, which is just, I love choreography, okay? This dance is so cool. Okay, so we're going for the puppet thing. 3, 4, sorry, let me explain that timing. On 4, we're gonna lift up, okay? Because the first stamp is actually on hey. So we're stamping on the hey. It's not like, hey, doctor, it's down. Hey, doctor. Okay, so let's do that together. 3, 4, hey, doctor. Okay, and then for Bebe, first we're gonna lift up. So it's the right leg again, hands come up, just let them come up straight. Doesn't matter if they're up here super high or up lower, because this is so quick, it doesn't matter. You just want them up. And then as we stamp down, the whole body comes down, all the way down, like as low as you can get, okay? Because if you're up here, it's not gonna have the same dramatic effect, and boy is this a dramatic dance, okay? So as low as you can get, into the depths of your despair. That's where we're going here, okay? All the way down, okay? And if you can, I want you to just let it bounce a little bit as you land. So if you're not used to bouncing and you're not sure how to do that, your legs are going to stay steady, and you're just going to let your body weight kind of hang. Okay, so your legs are doing all the work here to keep your body up. All right? If your body's not ready for that, just come straight down, okay? It's pretty quick, so it's a very small detail. If you can get the bounce in, that's awesome. If you can't, don't even worry about it, just go straight down, okay? So let's have a go at putting that together so you can see what it feels like. So remember that puppety puppety feeling as we go, all right? 3, 4, hey, doctor, be. All right, we do that one more time, okay? I'll count from 2 so we have more time. 2, 3, 4, hey, doctor, be. Give me that one more time. 2, 3, 4, hey, doctor, be. Okay, so now from here, what you're gonna do for me is your hands are gonna cross over, okay? What you do with your feet is, I'm gonna give you 2 options here, okay? So, if you're not used to happy feet yet, all I need you to do is drop the knees in and drop them back out, okay? Just like that, that's all, okay? If you can happy feet, however, I'd like you to cross in and cross out that way, okay? Because that's how they do it, okay? For those of you who are not used to happy feet yet, I go over them in the top 10 K-pop basics and how to do them video. That'll be, I'll link it in an annotation around here somewhere, okay? But just to very quickly go through how we do them, because they come up again, and we did them in Valkyrie as well. What's happening is you're moving on the toe of one foot and on the heel of the other foot. So as we drop in here, you've got the toe here and the heel here flicking in, and then it swaps over the toe here and the heel here, and you flick back out. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on that here because I have explained it in videos before, and we're going to go through it again in a bit later. But if you can do those, please do them. If you can't, for now, I just want you to stay on the toes and go in, out, okay? Because that's going to be easier for you. All right, so we're down here, be, and 1, however you're doing it, okay? And then you're just going to jump up to standing with the feet together, and your hands are going to go behind your head, okay? So we're down here, 3, 4, oh. Okay, give me that one more time. Just get used to the jump up. 3, 4, up. All right, now your hands are going to come around, and they're just going to cross over here. I've got right over left, okay? So right hand is on top. Okay, so they're just coming around slowly, and your head is going to tilt to the side and drop forward, okay? Like that. 3, 4, and forward. And again, it's this puppet, this lack of control, this just like you're just giving in, you're just falling around, okay? That shows again that feeling of desperation and pain and okay? So it's all about the drama. Here we go. Give me that one more time. Really, really get some drama in the head here. 3, 4. Okay. How about we take that from the very beginning? So from 2. 2, 3, 4. Hey, da, da, be, da, da, da. 1, 2. Okay. So we're going to do that one more time, and then we'll move on to the next bit. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Hey, doctor, be, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, what we're doing here looks harder than it is, okay? All this takes is a little bit of practice. Don't worry about it. So you're going to drop the hands onto the body. So this is why the right was on top. The right is coming to the left shoulder. The left is going to the right hip. And then you're going to swap them over. So that's all you do. Just pull straight across the body. Swoop. And then you're going to swap the up and down. So the right arm is going down to the hip and the left is coming up to the shoulder, okay? So it's not that difficult. It just looks trickier than it is, okay? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, okay? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, okay. Now there are feet to go with that. We can't just do hands. So 3, 4, 1, 2. So by 2, you want to have that foot there. And then as you hit the 3, you're going to step the left foot again. Okay? So it's, again, it looks harder than it is. Don't worry too much. You're just behind and then step again. Now, sometimes it feels like stepping again, it's a bit superfluous to requirement. but it's part of creating the illusion of the arm twirl thing. Okay, that's why we're stepping like that. Okay, so we step behind. You don't have to go too far, because the further back you step, the harder it's going to be to move forward. Just put it like very lightly behind this foot, and then again, you're not like stepping super far across. It's just a little tap. Okay, it's just to create movement. That's all. All right. So we're here. 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, give me that again. 3, 4, da da da. Yeah, do that one more time. 3, 4, da da da. Okay. How about we take that from here? 3, 4, shoo, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. You're going to reach out. You're going to step out with this foot, put the knee out, and you're going to pull in. And this is on Bebe. Bebe. Again. Okay? So let's get some timings here, okay? This is no man, ida. Okay? No man, ida, mian, be. Okay, so that's where all that is gonna go. Do this for me again. 3, 4. 3, 4. No man, ida, mian, be. Oh, I'm so sorry. I taught that backwards. That knee should be pulling out, not going in. I knew something felt a bit awkward, but I wasn't sure because the stance is awkward. Okay, sorry. When you step out, bring the knee in, be, and pull out rather than in. That's much easier, isn't it? Right. Let's do this one more time from here, and then we'll go from the very beginning. 3, 4, shoot, and no, mani, damia, be. Okay, we're gonna do one more move. You're gonna punch the hand over, bring it down, let the whole body follow, swoop down, and then bring it up like this, okay? So here we are, 3, 4, swoop, up. Okay, let's go again, 3, 4, swoop, up. Now, as you do this, some of the guys do like a shuffle in. To be perfectly honest, there's very little time. I think there was originally a shuffle choreographed into it because there's like hints of it, but it's actually so fast when it comes to it that the guys aren't even really doing it. So I wouldn't worry about trying to fit that shuffle in. It's barely visible. Instead, what most of them are doing is just kind of dragging the foot in instead. But even if you feel like you don't have time to move the foot at all, that's why you can just come straight up to here, okay? Because this is the more important part, okay? But if you want to get that in, you can try and do a little shuffle in, or you can just pull the foot and bring it up, okay? I'm just being conscious of like people maybe being on quite grippy floors, and if you're dragging legs on grippy floors, that's not great for knees and ankles, okay? So if your floor is not great, just go straight for a lift. But if you can get a little bit of a swoop in there, then go for it. All right, now we take this from the very beginning, all right? 2, 3, 4, hey, doctor, be, 1, 2, and 1, 2, no money, be, 1, 2, okay. How about we get that much with the music? We're gonna go 60, 70, 80, and then we'll move on to the next section, all right? Let's go. Alright guys, well done on your first set of run-throughs there. Now, as always, go over those as many times as you need to. I have timestamps to everything in the description box for that reason. I would not expect anybody to be like 100% ready to move on after just 2 or 3 run-throughs, okay? It's just that I don't want this video to be, 2 hours long. So go over those as many times as you need to, but if you are ready, then let's move on, okay? So we landed up here in this nice dramatic position. I love a good dramatic position. Okay, and what you're going to do for me is you're just going to step out on the right leg. I don't want it to go too far, just a little step. Let the left knee come up like that. And your arms are going to swoop around in a circle, and then you're just going to lean back into the left. So you're just kind of leaning out and bringing it back, okay? What I don't want you to do is to lean out and then bring the leg in, okay? It's definitely a muscle memory thing. It's very tempting to do that. I've caught myself doing it, but just do your best to try and keep the legs down, okay? So you're leaning out to the right. Sorry, this knee's bent. Leaning out to the right and bringing it back left, okay? Now, the timing for this is weird. It's on a word rather than being on a beat. And usually the words kind of match the beat, but here, not at all. So this is on cho, ah, and you're bringing it back in by ah, and the cho is much longer than the ah, which is what's going to catch you out, okay? But you have to be back in by ah, or you won't have space to make the next move, okay? So it might take a couple of run-throughs to get the timing for that, okay? But don't worry about it, you're going to get it. It's just a timing thing, all right? So let's practice this. 3, 4, cho, ah, okay? And they're doing a real like lean out, lean in kind of thing, like bounce it out, bounce it in. Okay, if it helps to stay, for me, it helps me to stay on my toes and just kind of bounce between the toes for this, because it is so quick that's just the fastest way for me to travel from one side to the other, is just to stay on my toes, move back and forward. Okay, so we do that one more time for me, and then we'll do the next move. 3, 4, 2, okay. Now, as we lean in this way, we've put the weight back on the left, and that feels a bit weird, it does. And there's a reason for that, because we're now going to lean all the way into the right foot. And if you haven't got the weight back on the left, you can't go on the right again. Like if you've leaned out and you haven't brought the weight back, it's very difficult for you to get back. Like you can't lean weight on something where there's already weight, yes? So that's why we have to go from side to side so that we can go to the side again, okay? And this time we are lifting legs. This time we're leaning into the right. Your right hand comes to your shoulder, your left hand goes out, and this will be for balance, and your left knee comes up. Okay, now this is a very long shape, and this is a line shape. So in our basics video, when we practice these, this is what we're preparing for, okay? We want that line, okay? So you're leaning out with the shoulder, side with the hip. There's a diagonal happening here, and the hands are just for extra effect, okay? Also balance, they help with balance, okay? So we had leaned back in here on the left, 3, 4, whoop, okay? And then we're immediately changing the legs to the other side, and then you're gonna bring it back to the other side again. Now, again, this feels weird, okay? It does feel weird, there's no way around that. You're doing this really strange thing with your knees and your hips. But it looks cool when we put the hands with it. And again, remember, we're not really going for cool, we're going for kind of crazy. So don't worry too much if you feel like you look crazy. We're going for that. Okay, so we're leaning over here, 3, 4. We lean this way, okay? The hands for the next one, you're just bringing, the right hand goes straight down, the left hand goes to the shoulder, okay? So that's not too bad. So here we go, swap over the legs. 3, 4, swoop, okay? And then, whoop, if I don't fall over, you're gonna bring the hands up like that, okay? And the other leg is up. This one isn't a sidey swoop because we're going more up, okay? And you're leaving that left hand on the shoulder, you're just bringing it up like that, okay? Here we go. From here, we were leaning over here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and bring it up. Okay, try that again. Here we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what you can do is there's a very, very tiny little bounce feeling between each of those that gives you just a little bit of momentum to get up into the next one, okay? So we're leaning this way and we kind of bring the knees down and out, and we bring things down and then up and down and then up, okay? So there's a kind of a bounciness happening between each of the moves that gives it some extra effect, but it also gives you some momentum to keep moving, and it helps make things look and feel a little bit more comfortable, okay? So, whoop, after we've got up, we want to bring the leg down again. So you're going to just literally drop it straight down and in front, okay? That's all that's happening. Bring it straight down. Whoop, now you want the feet to be facing out, okay? I don't want feet to end up facing in or forward. We want them out. So they're already facing out when you're up, just bring it straight down. We scuttle back so you can see it better, okay? Now, this is where the happy feet come back in, okay? So before we do that, actually, let's go back to here and get all that in, yeah? Let's go. Woo. 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we do that again. 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the happy feet thing again. So we're just going to keep doing the same thing here. You're bringing the feet in and out, and in and out, and in and out. Okay, now if you're not used to happy feet, all I want you to do is do it on the toes and out and up and out and lift and out. Okay, and what I want with this, regardless of how you're doing, is a feeling. You're lifting up and dropping it down. Okay, we do this by using our bounces. So we lift up and drop it down, and we lift up and we drop it down, okay? So you get this like monstrous breathing effect, okay? That's what we're going for. Remember, we're going for creepy. All right, so if you are doing the happy feet, it is left toe, right heel, okay? So you're gonna just bring it in and bring it out, and bring it in, bring it out, and bring it in, and bring it out. So it's the same thing, okay? All right? It's just on the heel or the toe. All right. For anyone who wants to do it and doesn't know how to do that, all you're doing with the left foot is you're on the toe and you're bringing the heel out and in and out and in and out and in. And on the right foot, you're on the heel and you're bringing it in, out, in, out, in, out. That's all it is. It just takes a little bit of practice to get the coordination. I would definitely recommend practicing these, maybe along with the other basics video. Not before moving on, but just in general, it's really good for you to have, because these come up in practically every dance that I teach. So I would definitely recommend getting some practice in on those, as well as whatever choreographies you are learning. All right, so back a bit, we're up in the air, and you're gonna just drop it straight down, okay? And then those feet are gonna come in, however you're doing them, okay? And then you're gonna, as you pull them out, you're gonna pull the hands at shoulder height back, okay? Elbows back. And they're going to come back in. And as you bring them out the second time, you're going to bring your hand to your chest. And as you bring them out for the third time, you're going to pull again, but like at kind of chest or hip height around there, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3 with those, okay? Whoop, there we go. And down, and pull, and chest, and pull, okay? All right, let's do those again. We'll just go from here again, okay? Here we go, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, okay? From here, nice and simple, all you're gonna do is step forward with the right foot. Right foot, no, I'm all backwards today, I'm sorry, the left foot. You're gonna step forward with the left foot. You're gonna bring up your left elbow, nice and dramatically, apologies for the squeak. And we're gonna do the next bit in a second. But first, let's put that all together from here. So let's go 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, up. Okay, I think that's enough for now. We're gonna get the music. We're gonna do it from the very beginning so it's all together there. And then we will move on to the next section. How about that, okay? Let's get that done. Three, 1. Second set of run-throughs. As I said earlier, please go over those as many times as you need to. I know there's some tricky stuff in there, especially some tricky timings, but y'all are doing real good so far. So we're going to move on to part 3 now if you're ready. Okay, so we had finished here. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just pushing around, okay? And you're going to just lift the right foot off the floor and push yourself in a spin, okay? You can spin whichever way is most comfortable for you. You can spin on the toe, you can spin on the heel. It's up to you in this case because it doesn't make a difference to the spin. So you get a good push, okay? Now, spins make us wobbly, okay? That's what they do. But luckily, at the end of this one, there's a jump. And when there's a jump at the end of a spin, you can catch yourself with the jump, okay? So here we go, 3, 4, spin and jump, okay? Here we go again, 3, 4, spin and jump. And again, we've got that despair drop down here, okay? Now, if you can, if that's, too easy for you and you need to make it harder, just before you do the jump, you're gonna kick a little bit into the jump, okay? But that's only if you're ready for it, only if your body's able for it. If not, just push and jump when you start to wobble, okay? We do that again. Let's just do a couple of those to get used to the feeling, okay? So with the step, 3, 4, step, push, jump. All right, we do that again. 3, 4, step, push, jump. So from here, all you're going to do is bring the hands all the way up, drop them back down, and then spin the head around. Now, whether you go right to left or left to right, doesn't really matter. They're all going in different directions depending on where they're positioned. So if you're facing this way like I am, it would be best to go around to the right, the left shoulder, around to the left shoulder, but it's not really that big of a detail that it's going to be important. So whichever one is comfortable for you. If you want some extra detail, as we're bringing the hands up, you can wobble the knees up just to get some extra like feeling in there, okay? And then drop them straight down and swing the head around to the front. So again, we've just got that whole floppy, poppity, like exhausted pain thing going on. It's very teenage, love it. All right, here we go. 3, 4, step, turn, kick down, whoop, whoop, down, and flip the head around. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to move on. Actually, let's do it one more time. 3, 4, stamp, push, kick down, whoop, 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 down, around. Okay, so from here, you're going to step, your legs are quite far apart at the moment, so to kind of reassert your balance there, I want you to step onto the left and cross the arms over, okay? This is just to get your balance before you step again. Whoop. Okay, now you're going to lift the right leg up, and the right shoulder is going to come as well, okay? And this is a real bit of creepy puppety feeling, okay? So whoop, we're lifting it up. Now as we lift this up, to get this feeling right, okay? As you lift the right shoulder, your left hip's going to go out to balance that shape there, okay? And it keeps you more stable as well as you're doing it, which is important because you want to be able to really focus on looking as creepy as possible when you do this bit, okay? So lift the right shoulder and the right knee. Now your body doesn't very often, we don't normally lift the same body part on the same side. And usually we, like if we're lifting this shoulder, we'd be lifting this knee like we did earlier. So it might take your body a minute to like get used to the idea of even though you're lifting this knee, the weight is going that way, okay? It might take a minute for your body to get used to that, but that's what we're doing, okay? So you're lifting, whoop, everything up on this side, let it come down. Same thing on the other side, you're gonna lift everything up, whoop, let it come down and out. We're gonna lift everything up again on the right. You're gonna put the feet together, and you're gonna flick the head around from right to left. Okay, so we step left, cross the hands over, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, here we go. Whoop, 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 shoop, shoo. And 1, love, fall, heart, and crazy. Okay, we try that one more time. Really get that like gliding creepiness. Okay, 3, 4, and love, fall, heart, and crazy. Tashi, do. Okay, so we want to be on do is where we want to land. So you're bringing this foot out. This is your right foot. I apologize. Your right foot's coming out, okay? Your whole body turns to the right, and you're going to put your left hand over your mouth like that, okay? As you go out. Tashi, do, okay? And then from here, what you're going to go is lift the head up first. So love, whoop, if I don't follow, love. And then you're going to drop the head back and put the hand on your neck. So love, fall, heart. So you let the head pop down and the chest comes forward. Okay, and then you can do this 2 ways. You can either grab your t-shirt and pull it down, or you can just let your body drop and make a fist instead, okay? It's up to you. So we're here. Tashi, do, love, heart, fall, and cray, okay? So this hand isn't really going very far. Even if you've punched it, it's only here, okay? Your other hand is going to come in either over or under, it doesn't matter. And you're just bringing the right leg back in together with the left. Cray. And then you're going to just bring the hands up, okay? So they're just going straight up. They're not like coming out and up. They're just literally going straight up to the top. Cray. So crazy. And you're on your toes, everything is all the way stretched, okay? And you're just gonna bounce it down. Okay, so the hands come down, 1, 2, okay? So let kind of again, it's that bouncy, controlled puppet feeling that we've got going on, okay? Where were we? Tash, do, okay. 3, 4, love, full, heart, and crazy, sarang, love, and bounce again. So here we're just gonna bounce one more time like we did, bounce it again, then you're gonna punch the right hand down. The left arm is just gonna be at an angle, you're gonna punch the right one down. Hey Dr. Bebe, so make a gun, bring the gun forward, get the rest of your body into like a menacing position and pop it to make it look like a gun. If you're not used to popping, what I want you to do is just use your elbow and pull your elbow back twice, just like that. If you can pop, I want the whole body involved, pop, pop, okay? Alright, so we're just gonna take that back to the start. Please don't mind the like piercing, screaming sound in the background. That is my dog. My dog does that when my dad is cutting the grass. He gets like really excited and he's like this massive dog, but he has this tiny little bark and he's right outside the window. So I apologize for that and the sound of the lawnmower, but you know, here we are. Isolation, we're all living in a shared space. So we were here, okay? We're gonna just go over this again and then we'll get the final move in. So here we go. 3, 4, 4. Long, hard, full, and crazy, tashi, do. Long, hard, full, and crazy, sarang, love, hurt, full, and crazy. Hey, Dr. Bebe. Okay. So for the last one, what you're going to do is bring the left hand forward, okay? And you're going to just bring the right arm down to meet it, okay? Kuhejo. Okay, as you do this, what I want you to do is step back on the right, okay? And guys, my left and right is just not happening today. Here we go. 3, 4, kuhejo. There, and get a nice angle in the elbow. There, okay? So again with the drama, okay? Kuhejo. And bring in the hands. So what he's saying here is save me, that's what he's saying. So it's like rescue me. Kuhejo, be, be. And then just for drama, I would say we're going to drop it down as low as we can, because that's like where the verse kind of starts up, is them all kind of dropping down and the other guy popping up at the back. So let's drop it down for dramatic effect. Yo! Okay, so let's just go from here. Do the Dr. Bebe pop for me, okay? 3, 4, hey Dr. Bebe. Go hey Jo Bebe. Boom. Okay, and we're down. Alright? Give me a nice like superhero pose when you hit the ground. The drama. Okay, we're gonna go one more time from here all the way through. We're gonna get the music for just that section, I think, and then we will go from the very beginning after a quick review. So we're gonna go from here, make sure we've got all that in. So 3, 4, whoop, spin, kick down, wobble, down, flick the head, and whoop, and 2, and whoop, choo, ashi, do, lo, heart, and crazy, 1, 2, and bounce, and punch. Hey Dr. Bebe, go ahead, Joe, Bebe, boom. Okay, let's get that much in with the music and then we will put it all together. Awesome job, guys. Well done. Now, just as I want to start talking, the dog is back. He actually disappeared for a minute while we had the music on, but now he's back because I'm talking probably. So apologies for the noise. I know it's ear piercing. So we're going to take it back to the very beginning now, do a quick review over everything, and then put the whole song together. Okay, you guys are doing really, really well. I know the stance is a little bit tricky, but I know y'all are out there killing it. All right, so let's give this a go. So from the very beginning again, we had that 3, 4, and we're getting that nice stampy action in there. Right? Let's do that. 3, 4, stampy, stampy, drip of despair. Okay, and then we cross, cross, jump it up, hands behind the head, let the head roll around. And this is a really good place for drama. Like, let the eyes roll back and everything. Like, go for the full face, right? And then 3, 4, step behind, step in front, and pull, pull, drop it down, swoop, semicircle, up, 3, 4, toe, lean, punch down, lift up, and down, and pull, and chest, and pull, and step, punch, kick, down, whoop, whoop, down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, swoop, 다시 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, bounce, bounce, and bounce, and bounce, and punch. Hey, Dr. Bebe, go ahead, Bebe. Boom. Okay. All right, so let's get the music for that. We are going 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We're going to do each of those one time. So loop them back as many times as you need to feel comfortable with what you are doing. Okay, let's go. Great. for learning from me today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You know I love the drama, so really go for it with those like facials and, you know, putting in the dramatic elements of it, because it'll actually make it much more fun. Again, don't worry about how you look, because this dance is not about looking cool, it's about looking crazy, and as crazy as you can possibly make it. All right, so well done on that. Guys, now coming up later this week is going to be the Zoom class for BTS Black Swan. So if you're interested in joining that, check out the link below to the website and book it there. So that will be happening this Thursday. I will see you all soon. Bye bye.